Sigardi Arjar Classic it's Lumsa, Megan Scully, August Daskine, Lesson Varshaw, Paddy Casey, Connors Tatu.
Grieve.
I have to say we're big fans of you on the show. I think there's a Paddy Casey track on every Sunday night on Guaranteed Irish.
Brilliant, cool. I did not know that. Oh, I did know that. I see it on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, it comes up all the time.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like it's great to have. No, look, we have to say big fans of you. We've always been massive fans of Paddy Casey, but it's great to have you back with new music now. I know your last LP was in 2012, so like what a whirlwind for you. I know you went independent as well. So how has it all been?
It's very good. I mean, I love what I do now. I mean, I didn't hate what I was doing before, but I like doing things in my own time and, whenever they happen, instead of having to, I suppose, instead of worrying about deadlines and things, I just write songs when they happen, so I'm in no panic. There's no rush. So.
I think that's what the lockdown maybe has shown a lot of us throughout.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Lives.
Yeah, just being able, because everything's had to happen now at our own pace and at our own lifestyle. And suddenly no one's chasing anyone. No, you're not doing stuff for other people. You're doing it for yourself because we're all working from home now and we're all in our homes 24/7 in this lockdown. So I think that's been one of the great things I found as well, is just being able to kind of be our own boss as well.
Yeah, apart from arguing with the banks every month about, your mortgage and whatever, it's great, I think people are taking time that they probably never would have taken in their lives, I suppose, Let's not pretend it's a good thing. The lockdown, we don't want to just keep it going for the crack, But yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, for me, it's been great because I've done some things that I wouldn't have bothered my arse doing at all. I've started doing my musical, which was in my head for years, so.
Oh, talk to us about the musical. Tell us more. Or what can you tell us?
Well, I'm supposed to be helping my new album along, but sure, we'll go on to the musical. It's I started writing songs for it, and then the songs kind of started shaping my brain into a storyline or something. And then it's really easy. It's a lot easier to write music for somebody else than it is to write for yourself. And so I found it really easy. So I've written loads and loads of songs for this musical, and they all kind of tie in with the story. And I'm not going to write the story because I wouldn't be any good at that kind of thing. But someone else will. No, I'll write the story, but sorry, I'm not going to write the script. But it's fun. It's kind of a conspiracy musical. So that might annoy some people, but I've always been a fan of sci-fi and stuff and conspiracy theories just since I was a kid, So so I kind of tied a load of that in with it, and then it's just, it's a love story as well, I suppose. But
interesting.
I think it's good, but
it sounds very
doesn't exist yet.
I think with the whole 2021 and the year that we've had, you've kind of it sounds very, I was going to say futuristic, but it sounds very current actually.
Well, yeah, it's not really, it doesn't really tie in with any of this stuff, but because it was kind of written a few years ago in my head. It was kind of circulating. I wasn't really consciously writing. It was kind of doing its own thing, bubbling away. But other than that, I have an album.
Exactly.
That's
I know.
Story.
And
no one wants to hear about that.
No, look, it's good to know about the musical. We can get you on again when that's ready to go. But of course,
I'll reenact the whole musical the next time I'm on Zoom.
Exactly.
Just from.
John, hopefully we can have you in we can be in a real studio, and we can do it in real life together without a computer screen, and we can chat about more. But of course, fifth album, Turn This Ship Around. I know it's out
for it outside your house. Where are you? You're in Limerick.
I'm in Limerick, yeah. Actually, yeah, there's nice green outside the front.
Stick the camera out the window. I'll reenact it out the window for you the next time.
I think now Paddy Casey playing live here in Limerick along the Three Bridges, which is around the River Shannon, I think that would go down very well. So I think
I miss everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's been such an unusual.
I got dressed for this. I wouldn't usually have clothes on. Well, I don't mean naked. I mean, I've no clothes on the bottom half, but I'm,
Sure, look.
Actually, this is the first time I've gotten dressed all week, I think so.
Why not?
Well, I might go to the shops just to make up for the fact that I've got a jacket on and stuff. And,
I know the feel though. You get dressed up and you're like, you know what? I'm going to make the most of today and get out and about and do all my jobs, so then I can go back in again. And get into the casuals or the pajamas again and not have to leave. And we'll have to talk about a bit like, you've had the most incredible career that's brought you all around the world and to some of the most amazing places. And now you've been in lockdown for the past year. Like, what has it been like for you? Because we've had a lot of artists on the show who've been kind of kicking off their careers in the last year or two and who've just kind of were starting to
Yeah,
dip their toe into these gigs and start to get bigger gigs. But for someone like you who's done it all, like, try tell it to us. Like, how has it been
I've
now?
done it all.
Like,
Go on, sorry.
you've gotten to experience like these huge America, everything, and we're in lockdown. So what's that been like?
Um, well, sometimes I'm kind of lazy, but I mean, I haven't. I mean, it's been quite a lot quieter for me for the last 2 years. I mean, I
Mm.
still tour all the time or whatever, but I mean, I'm not doing big tours of America now the way I used to or whatever. Like, but uh, I think I feel sorry for like even someone like my daughter who literally just put out her album like last year before the lockdown or whatever, and she was getting ready to tour, and
Yeah.
this was going to be our first tour of our own gigs in England and stuff, and yeah, all that was shut down on them, and um, loads of bands are really good at it though. Loads of bands are really good at doing the online thing. I mean, I'm older, so I'm rubbish at it, but yeah, I think some people have really embraced the live on the
Mm.
internet thing, and I mean that works. So I mean,
Yeah.
I should probably learn to
I
do
know
that.
it has been good though too, but I suppose like as you said for your daughter there, like I'm sure she was probably absolutely so excited. She's seen you do it all. So I'm sure she was only, mad to get on there herself and be singing her own songs. And I think, yeah, for a lot of the younger artists who are just getting ready to get going or probably getting that momentum building, and then suddenly it was like all just taken away and with no proper roadmap back out. Now, at least in the UK, I suppose there's some signs of something happening, but for here, it's kind of the artists are in limbo, like, and we're all in limbo because we're kind of just going, so we don't know what's going to happen. And I saw that a festival's been announced for September time, and I was like, in Ireland, and I was like, oh my God, is that
Yeah,
going to go ahead? Because it's just so
is it
like,
happening? Yeah.
we just don't know. But as I said, Patty, we do have you here
But
to talk about
we've
the
all had
album.
loads of gigs booked. Sorry for
Yeah.
interrupting you.
No,
We've all
no.
had loads of gigs booked, and people are booking gigs just on the off chance that they might go
Mhm.
ahead. Because it's nice to look forward to something. I mean, I miss the smell of people. That's kind of a big thing. The smell of fear from the front audience. But no,
Or
I
the
mean,
sweat rising towards the end.
yeah, I don't know if you can keep yourself from going mental. I suppose, yeah, you can. You will get there eventually. I think that's my words of wisdom. Try and stop yourself from going mental, and then you'll be all right for another. Hopefully, it's just another few months, and then they'll start putting, even if it's smaller gigs. Because I got one gig last year in the middle, in the little gap where they opened stuff up slightly. I got one gig in. That was nice.
You're lucky. Not many people even got
I
one
was
gig
lucky.
in.
Yeah,
So
I definitely was.
so as said, we will go again. Third time lucky. The album, the reason we're chatting today, and the reason, of course, this is all
Yeah.
happening. It's your fifth album. Turn this ship around. It's out during the summer. A double album. Talk to us about the album and
Yes.
what we can expect from it.
Um, God, I never know what to say. I mean, one side of it is kind of full on band and
Mhm.
synths and orchestras and whatever. Like, and the other side is kind of really laid back and acoustic. I don't know. I mean, I thought if I was supposed to release it like last year, so I mean, I think if I'd released it a couple of years ago or last year, I might have actually not done a double album. But because it's taken so long, I'm like, so why not? Um, I really like it. I don't know what to say. It's got,
Well,
I mean, I love the artwork. My missus did the artwork, and that's great. And I think that's the other thing about being in lockdown. You do the whole family joins in on
mhm.
everything. So, um, I don't know what to say. Think I think it's some of the best songs I've ever written, definitely. But I think everyone says that. Half it's a breakup album. The other half is a get over that shit album. Excuse the language, sorry. The other half is a getting over it album. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's a strong album. I think there's a lot of good songs on it, and that's a terrible thing to say about yourself in this day, in this country, in this day and age. But
Well, it
it's
sounds like there's something for
really,
everyone on it, anyways.
I'm
And
telling you.
with a double album too. And I love that you said that it's like, oh, lockdown happened, so I could put on more songs and make a double album. So there's always a silver lining to all this. And of course, the new track, It Won't Take Much, we have played that actually on the show already, but we're going to play it now in a little while as well. And I just have to, because I'm in Limerick, and I have to say, we'll be looking forward to getting you back down here. Of course, Dolan's being our main music venue, and I think everyone's crying out for some more gigs and to get in there. So I think it'll be great to have yourself back.
The
And
Dolans have been great over this. They've been doing a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
that's,
really they have. And it's been
I'm sorry, what were you going to say? What was the question?
No, I was just saying we can't. Well,
I'm so rude. I haven't talked to anyone in ages like this, so I just keep jumping over you. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely grand. But sure, as I was going to say,
how to talk.
What gigs have you booked in yourself for the future, for the hopeful future of being?
Well, my tour agent has booked a tour. So
Brilliant.
Well, he is booking a tour, and it's all fingers crossed, So, but yeah, I have a few gigs. I've like a couple of festivals, one up north, that hopefully will go ahead in August. I'm not sure, Nobody knows, so we'll have to wait and see. We're going to book about 1,000 gigs just for the crack.
Something we'll have to take.
Yeah, but some of them will stick,
I know.
I mean, even if they don't happen this year, they'll be moved, So
yeah, I think I'd say it's gonna be mad. Like in about a year or two, when everything's open again and we can just have normal gigs, there's gonna have to be like daytime gigs Monday, like 7 days a week, because there's so many artists who are producing music, especially in Ireland alone. So I think we're going to be having lunchtime gigs, maybe not breakfast gig as well, because everyone's going to want to get on that stage.
Yeah, I think, I actually, and you know what, one thing that hasn't happened in this country for years was the middle of the week gigs. Hopefully they'll all come back, because people won't give they won't care. They'll go out in the middle of the week, when it happens. So
I think everyone's gonna be socializing every night just for fear the place will close down again, and be like, let's make the most of
each
now.
other.
Let's go out every night and let's just go to every gig, and then at least if we go back in, we'll have a good run at it. So Paddy,
definitely, I will be. Yeah,
I said we'll get all your gig info anyways up online, and I know you're on Paddy Casey across social media as well. And I have to say, I look forward to hopefully getting you in studio next time for a live session, and you can tell us more about the musical then when it's ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I've big hopes for it. So,
well, I think
it's in my head most days in some form or other. So, banging away on the piano or something,
Well, I'll tell you, the piano there behind you looks like the ideal setup.
Prop. It's not real. Look.
Oh. Just a prop.
It is. I'm trying to learn to play piano at the minute. That's another thing I've tried to do in lockdown, actually. But you don't need to know about that. You don't need to hear me until the lockdown's over, I think. So
till you fully grasp the piano.
Yeah,
then what you should do is that's when you should start going on lives, doing those online gigs. When you've got the piano nailed, then you can do an online gig for us all.
I will. I did one last week because the single came out. I did one with me and Saoirse. We just went on. It was a bit mental, but it was good fun. We just shouted at the camera for about half an hour. We singing, but yeah, it was fun. It was nice to do, actually. I did a couple of charity ones, and it was nice, but we didn't really know what to do. It was so kind of, you've no one to interact with. But I think this time I just went, you know what, just have fun. Just let it go, Everyone else is sitting at home bored, You don't have to make them more bored, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it is. It's good.
I have no idea what I'm talking about now.
No, you know what? It's good. It's good to turn on something and just see something on social media that's, I think people would love that, seeing that insight of your daughter and yourself jamming together and playing and performing. So I think that's it's something really special too as well for everyone to be involved with as well. Paddy Casey, das Kainslath and there and show Gurmila Malgut.